Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, hello everyone once again for another episode of WEML TV Channel 77. I am Eric Lima, your five-time Bumbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee. And you're watching episode 933 of the show. January 31st, 11:04 p.m. Just got done watching Raw. We're going to do this quickly because I'm going to get some sleep after this. And hold on just a second. All right, so we're going to get right into it because this is the final video for January 2022 as we turn the calendar to the shortest month in the year of February. That's right. And I will be about 33 days away from my first vacation of 2022. Let's get right into it. Adam Pearce kicks off Raw. Makes some announcement about a couple of Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. And told that Bobby Lashley will defend the title inside that chamber after he won it last night. Lashley and MVP interrupt. They're trying to get Lashley out of it, but Pearce says nope. Then Brock Lesnar interrupts Lashley. MVP says, I want my rematch. And then Lashley MVP said, nope. Then Adam Pearce says, hey, listen, I got the Elimination Chamber coming up. Got some qualifying matches. But then Lesnar looked at him and said, I want in. So Lesnar will enter the Elimination Chamber for the very first time So, but he says he already decided to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But he wants to make this thing a title for title. So Lesnar has to go through the Elimination Chamber to win the WWE title, for that title, do face-to-face at WrestleMania. So there's that. And then Rhea Ripley went one-on-one with Nikki ASH, which Ripley did win the match, despite the fact that Nikki ASH really went all out to break the rules. Then the Alpha Academy Academic Challenge, Round 2, Riddle versus Chad Gable, in a 50-lap scooter race. And then Alexa Bliss came back to going to a journey to back to Monday Night Raw, talking about Lily with her psychiatrist, and he says he's presented with a replica of Lily from WWEshop.com. But Alexa thinks that's the real Lily. So there's that. And then Dominic Mysterio went one-on-one with The Miz. And The Miz decided to try something stupid, like trip himself and act like Rey Mysterio did it. Referee thought Rey Mysterio did it and was about to eject him. And as Dominic Mysterio's like, what's going on? The Miz hits him with a skull crushing finale. 1, 2, 3. The Miz beat Dominic Mysterio. Dana Brooke with her 24/7 title around her waist was walking backstage. Tamina was following her. They started a fight, but then they started the scooter race already started, continuing 18 laps in to the race. So there's that. And then the KO show Kevin Owens, the Royal WrestleMania edition, and the guest is Seth freaking Rollins. But then after the commercial, Riddle was continuing the scooter race until he ran into Omos, and he says, "You have beautiful eyes, Omos." He's like, "What? Oh, I gotta go." Right? So Seth Rollins was the guest on the Kevin Owens show, and he declares himself part of the Elimination Chamber. So they have two. So Lashley will defend against two guys, and with the field half full, 3 more spots. Then Owens says, "Hey, listen, try to get me in there without me qualifying." But then Austin Theory interrupted both Owens and Rollins, and the qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber was on between Kevin Owens and Austin Theory. And Austin Theory ended up winning the matchup, making him participant number 4 in the Elimination Chamber. He's got a huge opportunity for his young career. Meanwhile, Gable was continuing the race and was supposed to get a drink when Otis fed him steak sauce instead. So that was really bad. They had another matchup, though. Wasn't for a qualifying matchup. Angelo Dawkins went one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler of the Dirty Dogs. Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins, a big Cincinnati Bengals fan because his place took in Cincinnati. And Dawkins won the match against Dolph Ziggler, picking up the victory. But then Veer Mahan coming to Raw once again. And then the scooter race concludes when Chad Gable kind of like tripped and fell, and Riddle had a chance. And then before the finish line, Otis attacks Riddle, giving Gable the win. And so Riddle goes, "Dude, I want a match with you." And then Chad Gable goes, No. You're having a match with Otis. And before the matchup against Otis, Adam Pearce once again came out and says this match will be a qualifying Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins goes to the Elimination Chamber. And despite Otis dominating the whole matchup, Riddle dug down deep and beat Otis to qualify. And now Riddle is the 5th man. It is Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and Austin Theory challenging Bobby Lashley for the title inside the Elimination Chamber match with one more. The winner of the AJ Styles Mysterio matchup will be the final member of that matchup. And then Rey Mysterio and Dominic, speaking of which, we're getting ready for that matchup as well. And then they had a one-on-one match of Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Carmella decided to stall for time so she could put on that stupid mask of hers covering her beautiful face. But Bianca Belair ended up beating Carmella in that matchup. And then Alexa Bliss decided to hold that replica of Lily and was very happy. I think no matter what Lily looks like, I think Alexa Bliss still loves her or something like that. But we'll see down the road the mindset of Alexa Bliss when she comes back to the ring. And then Kevin Patrick interviewed Alpha Academy after the matchup between Riddle and Otis. But then Gable says it's going to be a quiz bowl next week. Well, by the way, Raw will take place next week on Sci-Fi due to the Winter Olympics. So if we have Sci-Fi in the network and you're a Raw fan, you have to tune in to Sci-Fi to watch Monday Night Raw. And NXT next week will also move to Sci-Fi as well, due to the Olympics. So, Gable decided to make this thing a quiz bowl, insults the Cincinnati Bengals, which are Super Bowl bound, by the way, against the Los Angeles Rams. So there's that. In the final Elimination Qualifying Chamber match, Elimination Chamber qualifying match, the final matchup, Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles was a dream matchup. It was a great match all around, but in the end, AJ Styles did win, and he is now the 6th member. So Bobby Lashley will defend the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber at the pay-per-view event in Saudi Arabia against Brock Lesnar, Seth freaking Rollins, Austin Theory, Riddle, and AJ Styles. Wow, that's a good field. That's a decent field of up-and-coming talent and veteran talent blend in at the same time. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup, to say the least. You know, you got Rollins and Lesnar, established superstars, AJ Styles, another established superstars, and 2 young upstarts in Riddle and Austin Theory. It'll be an interesting matchup. Rowdy Ronda Rousey, the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble winner, head to the ring. He says, "You know what? I don't know which title holder I want to choose. If I want to choose Becky, but she's not on my level, I choose Charlotte." And, you know, Becky Lynch comes out, interrupts her, and I gotta tell you, Becky Lynch was like, you know, calling Roddy the little weirdo, and you know, I don't know what the heck she was wearing, and all of a sudden she gets into, you know, and she gets into, Ronda Rousey's face and said, "Hey, listen, we need to know. The people want to know. Time is money and all that." Ronda Rousey flips her over, grabs her by the arm, and says, "I'll let you know Friday." And she walks out. And then Becky Lynch, "Oh yeah, you so what? Blah 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 blah. You're nothing, all that." But then Lita, WWE Hall of Famer Lita, interrupts Becky Lynch, and in Lita's giving Becky Lynch props and all that. Well, since you knocked back down from a challenge, and then Becky Lynch is really like, "Where are you getting at?" And then Lita says, "How about you and me, Elimination Chamber?" And so Lita challenges Lynch, and at first Becky Lynch was trying to back out of it, but then when Lita said, "Well, you're a fighting champion," and all that, and then Becky Lynch goes, "You know what? I changed my mind. You're on." So it will be Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship against Lita. That's gonna be a match. I never thought I would say this. That's a semi-dream matchup. So that'd be a pretty good dream matchup. So I like to see Becky Lynch and Lita going at it. So this is gonna be a first in the WWE at the Elimination Chamber. So 2 title matches may be happening. Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Lita, and now the WWE title in the Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley to defend against Seth freaking Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Austin Theory, Riddle, and AJ Styles. Going to be 2 great matchups indeed. So that concludes episode 933 of WEML TV channel 77. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. A wonderful night, actually. I'm going to wish you good night. I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to get some sleep, because I'm going to have to do more driving tomorrow. Roads are kind of iffy, hopefully, with the temperatures moderating a little bit. With the temperatures moderating a little bit, hopefully most of the snow will start melting away. All right? I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful night. And peace, love, God's blessings from him above, through me to you. I am the five-time Bubbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee, Eric Lima, host of WEML-TV, Channel 77. Peace and have a great night.